Good morning children. Today I am going to start a new chapter, that is chapter number 7, more on HTML5. In the previous chapter also I have taught you about the HTML5. Now we will see some more features of HTML5. Now one by one I am going to explain about it. Now, the very first thing that comes under it, I am going to explain is that CSS. Now, what is CSS? CS stands for Cascading Style System, Style Sheet. Okay, the short form of that is CSS, and in the full form, what it is? Cascading Style Sheet. It was introduced by the World Web Consortium to enhance the presentation of web pages. It was earlier done using the basic HTML tags and their attributes. Now it allows the content of the web page to be separated from the layout of the web page. So I think what is CSS? It is very clear to you that CSS is the cascading style sheet. It was introduced by the World Web Consortium to enhance the presentation. That means we all are creating the presentation. To enhance our presentation, we have to use CSS. Okay. It was also done by the using HTML tag and their attributes. I have already explained you what is attributes and what is tag. So earlier also it was used through this two options, that was HTML tag and attribute. But now we are using the CSS that allows the content of a web page to be separated from the layout of the web page. That is much more better option that we are getting through the CSS. Now, what is CSS? CSS is a set of rules that govern how the elements in the web pages are displayed. It focuses on the style and design of the content. While you are creating the web page, then we have to see that it should look much more beautiful. It should be stylish and designed. So we can do this with the help of the CSS. Now, CSS lets you control the look and feel of multiple pages of a website. Okay. Now, CSS lets you control the look and feel of multiple pages of a website using CSS lets you control the look and feel of multiple pages of a website using a single sheet of the text. That means you are using the multiple pages. Okay. But through CSS, we can control it and it will show you in a single sheet. That means it is much more good for us. Okay. Now, in 1996, W3C artificially recommended CSS1. That means first it has came in 1996. The latest version of CSS is CS3. The first time when it came, it was CS1. Next it was CSS3. Okay. Now, CSS is used to change the appearance of the content of the web pages. That means it will change the appearance, it will change the look of the web pages. CSS document is composed of various styles and rules that are read and interpreted by a browser to arrange the content on a web page. Okay. Now, CSS document has got various styles. That means we are getting a number of styles that we can include in a web pages. Okay, and we have got some of the rules that will help you to read and interpret by the browser. Okay, now we will see the style rule is written how, what are the syntax. The style rule is written as per the following syntax. Now we are going to see the syntax of it. Now we are going to see the syntax. Okay, with what syntax we are going to see? We are going to see the syntax of the rule style. We will see the syntax of the rule style. Now first one is selector. Now what it is? It refers to the tab to which the style is to be applied. That means in the selector what we have to do? It refers to the tag to which the style is to be applied. There are a number of styles. Now which kind of style do you want? We can do it with the help of the selector. Second point is property. Now it is the style of the attribute to be applied to the selector. That means whichever you have selected, there are some properties of that. Okay. So in the selector, when you have selected the option, now what you have to do, you have to set the property of it. Every option has got a property. So we have to set the property also. We will further discuss that what are the properties of each of the selector. We will discuss about it. Now third point is value. Now every property has a value according to which the selector is displayed. Now, when we are using the property, every property has got some of the values. Now, from those values, we have to select the value for every property according to their selector. According to the selector, we will give the value. Okay. Now example is HTML5 color red. Now in this statement what happens? We have given this high. It will be printed. It will print. Now we have given in the bracket color red. That means what will happen? It will print in the red color. Okay. Now